Hey, welcome. My name's Alan Cousins. Whoever sent you here, they sent you here to get a little bit of information about what it is that we're doing to help people like you start from zero, supplement your income, start creating some more income, building that into something substantial. And maybe this won't be for you. Maybe it will. For the sake of your time, what we've decided to do is make as brief an explanation as we possibly can to give you just, the basics, just to get your toes wet. And then after this, if you decide this seems like something I'd like to know more about, then what you want to do is just reach out to the person who sent you here. And by the way, if you become part of the team, you can use the same thing. See, we've got this duplicating process that we're using here. It works really well. It's really simple. And basically, all you really need to know how to do is just invite someone to this video. I mean, really, it's just about that easy, guys. Now, before we get into exactly what we do, let me just cover some of the criteria we were looking for and understand that I've been doing this for 21 years. For 21 years, I've been helping people start and build home businesses. Some of my students have built very significant, drastically life-changing, created life-changing changes. And I've built 13 different companies now in 21 years. It's been a hell of a ride, and I've never been as excited as I am now, and you'll see why in just a couple minutes. But there's a whole list of criteria we look at when we're looking at vehicles to help people like you create income. And see, this is different because if someone like you is out looking for an opportunity, you're looking at, well, what can I do? What works for me? But when I look at it like, what can they do? What will work for them? What will work for a person who's not a good salesperson, who doesn't care to be a salesperson, who doesn't know anything about marketing, who's not a technical wizard, person who doesn't have a lot of social influence or a big list? What about these people? How can they get started and actually win right away? What can they do? There are certain criteria that have to be in place, many of which you may never have thought of. And, if you're a dentist or you're an accountant or, you own a restaurant or something like that and you're here looking at this is a different kind of thing. But I will say it's a lot easier than what you've been doing, and the potential is a lot bigger than what you've been doing, and it doesn't require anywhere near as much time. But in order to achieve those, there have to be certain things in place. One, the timing has to be correct for the product or the service, whatever it is, and also for the company. So the product has to meet up with some sort of a trend in the society. It has to be something people really want and they're going for all on their own. They're already buying without us having to convince, persuade, push, sell them. If we can find something that people are already buying, that means we know they want it already. They already want it. How do we know? They're already buying it. And we can give them a better version of that, a significantly better version of that for much less money. Guys, that's as easy as it's ever going to get. So if the person who sent you here said, look, this is the easiest thing in the world, they weren't exaggerating, and you'll see why in just a minute. But the timing on this is absolutely perfect. It is completely unique. You have to have a very unique product or service if you're really going to take it from zero to significant levels fairly quickly. It has to be unique. It can't be something that's just the same as a whole bunch of other companies are offering, because then you have to sell and compare and compete. We don't compete. We don't really have any competition. The service has to be something 80% or more of the population actually wants. They're already buying. Now, that's my own thing. Just personally, if I can't see at least 80% of the population already buying it, I'm not interested, because I don't want to have to convince people and educate them in terms of why they need our product. The other thing is it has to be affordable for everyone, and this is absolutely affordable for everyone. As a matter of fact, I would say probably 90% of our customers actually have more money in their pocket as a result of being a customer than they had before. In other words, our product doesn't cost, it pays. Because we give them something they're already paying for. They're already paying, some of them 5, 6, 7 times more, and we give them more options, better features, better quality. And people love it. We have to make sure our ownership and our management are on the ball. They know what they're doing. They're paying everybody on time. All their systems work. All their reporting works. That they're ethical. That they have experience in the industry. That they've been proven. That they have enough capital to make this company expand and survive. And all that is in place. I went to just unbelievable lengths to make sure all this stuff was in place for this thing. And I wanted to make sure that there was a support team there all the time for people, for customers who need help. They can call, they can get help. And you know what? With us, most of the time our customer support is just like sitting there doing nothing, because our service is so awesome that people have nothing to complain about most of the time. The other thing was we had to have a pay plan that allows unlimited growth as well as fast front-end income. Now, some of you guys maybe were sent here by friends, and it could be that if you're watching this, you're a person who's really struggling. You're really struggling with money. But it could also be that you're a person who does very well. Maybe you make, 6 figures. Maybe you have a successful medical practice or something like that. And that's cool. I would just like to point out that with what we do, see, I just work a couple hours a day, sometimes not at all. And if you do what I show you to do, you're going to have not only money, but you're going to have freedom. And that is something that no money, it's just priceless to have that freedom with unlimited caps. The way we get paid allows unlimited growth. You're not capped by hours, for example. There's other criteria, but right now what I want to do is I just want to show you the product. So remember what I said earlier, if you can find something people are already buying and you can give them a better version for far less money, that's as easy as it will get. That's as easy as it will get. And our product is literally TV. We are stepping right into the raging flow of the trend of the cut the cord revolution. People in the next 5 to 10 years are going to be moving away from cable TV and satellite. It's already happening. Netflix started it. Hulu came up behind them. Some others are coming up now. They're all extraordinarily overpriced. Okay. What we've done is we've done something different. We've brought the hammer down on the value. We're giving them over 3,000 channels, impeccable quality, and just tons of foreign language channels, all the movie channels included. All the HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Epic, Stars, all the sports you can handle. All the NFL channels, all the ESPNs, all the Major League Baseball, all the hockey, all the basketball, all the European sports, all the UK channels, Canadian channels, the Latino channels, all the kids channels that there are, a lot of the pay-per-views, UFC. You name it, it's in there. Even your local channels, if you're in the U.S., Canada, UK, and so forth. Now, here's the interface and the login screen. Let me just go ahead and click here. We see right here, right now, what's on. This is our pay-per-view section, and the World Series is on. Now, look at the quality. The quality's probably not even translating through this video because I'm doing a screen capture. This is low bandwidth. Now, this is unique, guys. There's other streaming companies out there, but they buffer and they freeze and they buffer and they freeze, and you can't hardly watch the thing. And you get a million, 1.21 gigawatt internet speed just to be able to watch the thing. This has been a problem in other services. We are the best stream that there is. Numero uno. We've worked it out so the connections that we use low bandwidth so that even if you only have 2 megabits per second, you could still watch it. And that's what you're looking at here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now you say, well, there's only 4 channels. No. Up here, there's a menu. What do we see? We see a whole bunch of stuff, right? But we've got USA Movie Networks, USA Entertainment, Kids, News, local channels, CBS local, Fox local, NBC local. So that's here's NBC in Miami, Portland, Denver, New York, Chicago, Cincinnati, and so forth. So all those local channels are in there. Here's all the ESPN networks, Fox Regional Sports, all the NASCAR Cup Series, all the UK channels. Okay, it goes on through Canadian channels, 24/7 channels. Now, these 24/7 channels, we have about 200 channels that our supplier has rights to. And one of the things that I love to watch in here all the time, drives my daughter crazy, is Seinfeld. Okay, so we've got 24/7 Seinfeld. It just goes all the time. And there's 24/7 kids channels, for example, where we've got all the old Bugs Bunny classics, all the Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote, all that stuff. Remember this guy? So for those of you who are my age or older, that was a big deal on Saturday morning when you were a kid, right? the NFL package, the NBA package, the MLB, NHL, all international sports, Irish and Latin channels. So we've just got it all. If I click here to USA Movie Networks, we can see, for example, Cinemax, Moremax, Outermax, Thriller Max, El Rey, Epix, and so on. So, guys, it's all in there. So there's no price comparisons. I mean, even something like Hulu, if you were to get 50 of your most common channels in HBO and Showtime, you're paying like $80 a month. Our customers pay $39 for the whole shebang, $39. The average person in America, what they're paying for their TV, it's over $100 a month. Most people are paying $150. I talked to some people, they're paying $300-$400. I just talked to a guy yesterday who was paying $240 a month. So we're in the perfect niche, right in line with the cut the cord trend. We don't really have any competition. Nobody really provides what we provide. Our support is excellent. Our ownership is excellent. Our management, our admin is excellent. And we have a product that when we let people try it and they get in here for 24 hours, they're like, this is awesome. Like, why would I ever pay for cable? It doesn't make any sense. And even better, if they want to become a pro business builder, which is what I am, they can refer 5 other people and they can have their service for free. So there's ways for people you could have free TV. But anyway, the point is we get paid every month on our customers' TV bill every month. Imagine what it would be like to get 25% of the TV bill of everyone you know and everyone they know and everyone they know and everyone they know and so on. And we teach you how to promote. We teach you exactly what to say. We give you exact scripts for texts and whatnot. We hold live webinars, live meetings. This video you're watching now, you can send people to this. And so I'm not going to get into how all the pay works and everything like that, but I will tell you it gets very significant. We get a piece every month. Every customer, we get $10 a month. And every pro business builder, we get $15 a month. And there's 6 other ways to get paid that I'm not going to get into. At this point, what you want to do is you want to get back to the person who sent you here and say, it seems like the worst thing I ever saw in my life. Don't ever talk to me about it again. Or I have some questions. It looks good, but I have some questions. Let's get those questions answered. And maybe even you and they and me will get on a 3-way phone call and I can handle those for you if they're just new and starting out. And you could do the same thing if you're just new and starting out. Or, God dang, this looks awesome. I'm ready to start. Well, if you're ready to start, get back to the person who sent you here and let's get you started. And maybe you're a person who's a little bit more conservative and you say, well, it looks pretty good what you're showing me here, but I think I'd have to try it first. Guess what? You can do a trial. The person who sent you here can give you a trial for 24 hours. You can watch all the movies and TV you want for 24 hours. If you don't love it, you'll never hear from us again. But you're going to love it. And even so, even if you're a customer, if there's for some reason you're not happy with it, the company gives your money back. I mean, this isn't a gotcha thing, right? We want you to be happy. So the owner of this company gave me 2 points he's really focused on. Number 1, the customer has to be happy with the service, and that guide has to be right, and the service has to stream smoothly. That's the first thing. That's the first concern. That's what we're focused on. We want that customer to be happy. So when you refer someone, which, by the way, all you got to do is ask them what they pay for cable. If they say I'm paying $100 a month for cable, good Lord, let me get you a trial of this thing, and you can save $60 a month. See, they're already spending more, guys. Number 2 was we get paid on time every time. Guys, as our organization grows, as more and more customers come in, as more and more business builders, maybe people like you come in, who want to share it, want to get paid for it. We get paid on all of that, all the way down the line, and this is going to get very significant. Where are we going? We are going to capture 1% of the market of the people who are currently subscribed to cable and satellite. That's about 110 to 130 million people. 1% of that would put us where? 1.2, 1.3 million? Guys, you know how many customers we have right now? Like literally like 1,500. I mean, we are set up to handle 1 million customers right now. We can have 1 million customers watching with the smooth stream. And when we hit 500,000, he's going to upgrade it anyway. We want to make sure everybody has quality service, all the choices that they want. And guys, the pay-per-views alone that are in here, that pays for the service people would otherwise be paying for. So get back to the person who sent you here. This is not all the information, but get back to the person who sent you here. They can get you all the data. They can answer your questions, or they can help you get started, or they can help you get on a trial. Before I leave you, the one last thing I'd like you to understand is I've been doing this a long time. I know how to do this. I know how to build these organizations. We know how to teach you how to do it. It's very simple. There's a couple things you'll need to learn how to do, how to invite people to presentations like this. It's super simple. I even give you scripts you can copy and paste. And I really appreciate your time coming here and spending it with us to see what we have to offer. I think that if you become a user, become a customer, you're really going to love the service. But I'd rather have you as a business partner, which is why you were sent here, right? So go ahead right now, get back with the person who sent you here, and we'll see where you want to go from there. Cool? All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your time. We'll talk soon. Bye.